Hey there, it's Avery Grace and I'm back again with another video. This past week, I have just been joking so much about that, like, I am a funny person. Now, one would say that if you consider yourself, if you're saying that you're funny, then maybe you're not funny, and maybe I'm not. But at least I'll always be laughing. And if I can make other people laugh, I think that's a good deed. We need more smiles in the world. I mean, hopefully for good reasons. Okay, to be so honest, today's date is September 2nd and it is 5:07 a.m. I should have already filmed a video and I didn't. I tried. And I feel like I'm capturing like the perfect this is me at the beginning of every month, where I have just finished racing to get everything done for the end of the month, that I hit my goals, that I made what I need to make in order to keep paying my bills every month. And you know, there has been a little bit of stress because I've been operating under a lot of stress. I wish I could successfully earn an income that allows me to be, let's say, 3 months ahead. That's like minimum. 3 months ahead, that'd be solid. If I could know at all times if something was to happen, I have 3 months of income. And usually that is how I operate and how I live my life. But, you know, with being self-employed, there are dips and high moments. And, you know, I have been kind of betting on things are gonna start looking up. I've been doing this for 2 years and I am aware that there is a summer dip. And a lot of people that are content creators or adult creators, there is a dip. And I would say there's also just a dip in general with side businesses, side quest, because people are on vacation, they're out of their homes, they're not really thinking about things, they're having fun, they're spending time with family and friends and just getting out of the house because the nice weather out. When the fall starts to hit, you realize, oh, there's all these things I need to get done, and then you think about, you know, all the holidays coming up, and then you're getting back focused. And in general, it is what it is. My goal has always been to be honest here. As much as I wish I had more money, as much as I wish I could also pretend that I was rich, if I could just shut my mouth. I mean, honestly, if I shut my mouth, no one would ever know. But there is this quality of me where I just share who I am, what I'm going through, because I am a person that likes to relate to other people. I have always been kind of careful about how I choose my words, and I would say here on the internet, I do kind of just blurt it all out. So I don't know if that's something that's gonna set me apart or just give people a reason not to like me. I don't really know. I do think about what other people think a lot, but also at the same time, I'm starting to live a life where I'm not so worried about what other people think, especially when I don't know them. They're not my boss, they don't pay me. Honestly, what I've noticed with people that do judge me, some of the word choices that they use don't really describe me as a person. And it starts to make me think that maybe there is something that I did that triggered them, but they are projecting. So I've learned a lot to kind of not care so much about what people say. I'm starting to understand that it's like you don't have to please everyone, and you're going to meet so many people. I think this is something people kind of get stuck in, and it's a small town type of thing I see. And I guess I say small town, I guess it could happen in big cities or close families or things like that. When you're around people that you've known forever, you do kind of shut off certain qualities of yourself that maybe you show in the safety of your home. Let's say that. And the more that you meet people and you talk to people, the the bigger the chance you're going to meet people who are just like you. And you're going to connect on those levels that maybe you feel like an outcast. And something that I find interesting is like with having piercings and tattoos, how much it bothers other people. And I understand that some people have an idea of what, maybe the perfect person looks like, and, or maybe their religion or whatever it may be. And they want they're projecting again. They're putting that projection onto you that like you've ruined your body because you've pierced it or you've tattooed it, or you dyed your hair, you cut your hair. I guess I've been thinking a lot about my appearance and what do I want to look like. And in the past few years, I have kind of experimented with my hair. I haven't dyed it because I made up this rule that I was never gonna dye my hair again. I mean, I have dyed it. I dyed it a color close to my natural hair color to give it a refresh, to just look a little bit more polished. But I made this rule up that I was like, I'm never going to dye my hair again. Just like I say it too, that I'm never gonna cut my hair again. And to be honest, I do kind of fall back into that a lot, where I'm like, but long hair makes me feel so beautiful, and not dyeing my hair. I love the natural. I feel like when I lean into the natural, I like it because I'm embracing the genetics that I was given. Whereas maybe tattoos and piercings, yeah, those weren't given to me, but they're a form of expression. And to me, my tattoos have always meant something to me. And my piercings, I want to say like why do I have gauges? I don't know. It's kind of a fun little accessory. I feel like I'm customizing my character, and for me, I like these. And I had them, and then I took them out and I let them grow in. They were probably about this size, maybe just one size down, and I let them grow in. And then later on in my life, I decided I wanted them again, and I got them. And, people judged me for them. They said that I was making a mistake, and, maybe I was. And I think in certain ways, I want to grow old and be like, okay, I made this mistake. I did this thing. But let me have it. Let me have it and say that I did it and that I do regret it. I think there's something like, I love the idea of expressing yourself. Is it going to ruin my body? Probably. I guess, yeah. And like the tattoos, I mean, there's technology to take it away, but if you got one life, I guess really you just have to think about, I guess for me, I haven't went crazy on it. I always kind of teeter in this, like, I like being natural, but I also in a way kind of like this rebellious type of style where I can be one thing and I can also be another. And that's kind of what a lot of my tattoo represents, is that I'm not one thing, I'm multiple things. And you know there's a past, present, future, and I want to live in all of them. And and I've been saying this a lot, I want to experience the human experience. I want to figure out what that is. And to me, what I have decided it is to be happy, to live in bliss, to be thankful for what I have. Yes, there will probably be a time where maybe I have more, but I'm always in this like constant state of what I have right now is enough. And I've felt that way at every stage of my life with the things that I have, that it's like, this is enough. I have exactly what I need. And I'm just always constantly thankful. So I'm learning to be myself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And this time I'm not letting those outside voices like change my mind. I just want to grow. For a long time, other people were the example. And I felt like I was this perfect person because I avoided making mistakes. I never put myself in a situation where I could. But life still happens. Situations, people, jobs, things out of your control still happen. And I know being a good person isn't enough. Being a good person, people do tend to take advantage of you. It's like they see you as weak. And with putting myself on the internet, I have found it fascinating with maybe the different ways that I've put myself on camera and what people really gravitate towards. And it is always the shy, innocent, dumb character. Maybe the naive. I like to indulge in those types of behaviors simply because it doesn't always have to be that serious. And I'm just having fun. And I guess I just really love dumb humor. I grew up watching Adam Sandler, and I'm gonna say it right now. I love Happy Gilmore. That new movie that came out this year. Oh my goodness. It was so good. I love it. And yeah. I'm not afraid to admit that I love dumb stuff. Why do we gotta be, like, why does everyone why do we all gotta like the same things? We don't gotta like all the same things, okay? I think it's great that there's diversity and like different interests and different hobbies and different people should just live their life in a way that doesn't really inconvenience other people, doesn't hurt other people emotionally, physically. I just don't see a reason for it. Now that's just me, I'm just saying that. It's still gonna happen, it's still gonna go on in the world, and until something changes, I guess I will be an outcast. I guess I will be different. No matter how normal I do try to be, no matter how natural, some things, this door knocker, it's just gonna trigger people. And it's not gonna be my fault. It's not my fault that my nose ring bothers you. I had no idea what I was going to talk about today. I was like, I just need to turn this camera on and talk. And I had a bunch of things I wanted to share, but I wanted to just try to share what was on my mind, what I've been thinking about. What have you been thinking about? What's been on your mind this week? I would love to know. I want you to be more engaged in my comments. If you've watched this far, I want you to... now, I'm not saying you have to, but it sure would be cool if you were. I guess the goal I've also been making here is to kind of connect more with my audience, connect more with the people that are engaging with my content, to better understand the people that watch my content and maybe why. I'm always curious to a default. I can't help myself. Why would someone watch me? For a long time, I couldn't see what it is that other people saw in me. I was getting these viral moments. Sometimes I get attention for the silliest things, and I'm just like, okay, maybe it was just something that hit that week. Maybe it was something goofy. But then when it happens over and over, you gotta start to reflect and look back at maybe what you've been posting, putting out into the world, and you ask yourself, is that entertaining? Would I watch that? Do I like that person on that screen? And I've been doing that, and I guess I'm experiencing a new form of self-love where I'm finally accepting myself as I am, and that if I was watching myself, I think I would be inspired. I think I would want to know more, but that's just me, because I'm curious. But I like who I am. I like what I've been doing. I know that I'm silly. I know that I make dumb jokes. I know that I like natural and all, and I like people, and I like you guys. Especially the ones that subscribe. And I feel like this next chapter in my life, it's gonna be amazing. I feel it. It's coming. All the hard work, all the nights that I've stayed up just to meet a goal. It's getting easier. I'm getting systems in place. This time I guess I had a lot on my mind. I had to think about it. Think about what I wanted to share this week. All right. Thank you for listening to me. Thanks for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. And if you like this video, If you listened all the way through, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please subscribe. It's a free way to support this channel and lets me know that I got some people watching. Alright, I'll catch you next time. Bye!